Hi there, this is Ken Montoya, and for those of you who don't know me, this is what I look like. That's me and my wife at the Empower Network event um, back in Dallas it's about 3 months ago now, so whenever that was. Anyway, that's what I look like, doing a screen capture video for you today. And what we're talking about today is basically how to stop sabotaging your home business. And I think this is something important to talk about because I know I did it for a long time and I've seen other people around me do it. And so what do I mean by sabotaging your home business? I think most people keep themselves down and don't have the success they want, and largely it's because of negative self-talk. And I'm not going to go into where negative self-talk comes from, but it comes from a lot of places. Your teachers and your parents and anybody that ever made you feel like you were less than what you thought you were kind of creates negative self-talk in your own head, and it's completely your own imagination, and you can get over it. So how do we get rid of negative self-talk? Well, for the first thing you got to do is you've got to begin to recognize your negative thoughts. And as soon as you recognize that you're having a negative thought, you have to tell yourself to stop. Stop them immediately. And you can do this by, like I said, as soon as you recognize that you're having that thought, say stop. Now, if you're by yourself in your office or in your room or in your car and you start having these thoughts, say stop out loud. If you're in a crowded room or in a grocery store, you might want to say it in your head just because people will think you're ridiculous if you're just walking down the street and all of a sudden you're like, stop. People are going to look at you funny. Okay, so as soon as you've recognized the self-talk, the negative self-talk, and you've told yourself to stop, then you have to reframe the thoughts into positive thoughts. And by reframe, I mean you take a negative thought, like when you catch yourself saying something like, I can't, or I don't know how, change it to, how can I? Or how can I figure out how to? Does that make any sense? So here's an example. This one was really common to me when I first started out. I chose blogging as one of my major methods of marketing, and a lot of times I found myself saying, I can't think of anything to blog about. And now what I do is, and I still have this problem, I'll sit down on my computer and I'll be like, man, what am I going to blog about today? I can't think of, oh, stop. How can I come up with something to blog about? And then that starts the wheels rolling. What happens when you stop and you reframe your negative thoughts into a positive thought is it sets your mind up to find the solution instead of focusing on what you can't do. And here's the kicker. The solution is what's important. And as soon as you reframe your negative thoughts into positive thoughts, and you ask yourself, how can I, or how can I figure out, your mind automatically, subconsciously starts to look for the solution. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but who cares, as long as it does work. And for me, it has worked. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with this stuff, but I think it's really important that you start focusing on solutions instead of what you can't do. And to make this point a little bit better for you, what I've done is I went ahead and made a blog post about this today, and I put it right here. And if you want to, you can go to kenmontoyasblog.com. Oh, sorry about that. Let me get that out of your way. Here we go. www.kenmontoyasblog.com. And I'm going to probably put this video here on my other blog, which is just kenmontoya.com. So anyway, check out either one of those two sites, and this one you can read the blog I wrote today, and this one you can come back and watch this video again, because I know this video was just outstanding. And I say that with a tongue-in-cheek because I really suck at making videos, but I'm working on it. I'm getting over my negative self-talk up here. This one, negative self-talk, like, oh, I look like an idiot, or I sound like an idiot when I'm making videos. And I'm saying stop. How can I start making videos that are more compelling? And what I came up with, the solution that I came up with is, you know what, just start making them. and start making them more often. So you're going to see more videos from me, and I promise they're not going to get any worse. They'll probably just get better. So check out KenMontoyasBlog.com and KenMontoya.com to read more.